No, it's fine. Oh.
Welcome to the Get Offset podcast.
My name is Emily.
And my name is Andrew.
And if I didn't need coffee before, I don't need it now because there was
Years.
Ouch. And you see a Zencaster logo either under Andrew or myself, depending on how this random software decides to edit this episode. And we have it play the intro for us. And if I forget to re-add the intro the week before, instead of playing the intro, it just plays very loud static. So it's basically what my brain sounds like.
Is it raining?
Where you are?
It hasn't rained in like a couple weeks. That's strange.
Rain in Seattle? In this economy? Nah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The price of rain is too damn high.
The price of rain. You're not going to play that guitar all the whole episode, are you?
No, I'm not going to play the whole episode. I was just playing while I was waiting for you to get online.
Yeah, it was a little, the cat was too cute this morning. That's the story I'm going with. Just had to snuggle her up some more.
No, I haven't played my acoustic in far longer than I care to admit, so I tuned it up and was just plucking at it. Every time I go to pick up a guitar, I'm like, I'm going to plug in an amp and effects. It's going to be lots of fun. And then every once in a while, I'm like, well, I mean, I suppose I could play the acoustic. And then I do. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah. It's more like the Acoustasonic because you can do either or both.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll set this over here, suppose.
You ever learn a song and you're like, good golly, I thought this was a song for children, and then it's hard? Because I learned, I did a demo for the software called Coach Guitar. If you want to try it, it's a 7-day free trial, no credit card required. Link in video description or show notes. And it's tutorials on how to play popular songs mostly. I think it's pretty neat. There's like really cool tablature that you can download and stuff, and then it plays the different parts of the song really slowly. So I was going through I Want You Back, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot harder than I thought it was. Yeah, it's like, what? That first part especially, you're like, what spider monkey wrote this? Like, absolute spider fingers. Like, whoa. I know James Jamerson played the bass part, and he's just a monster. So, whoa.
Someone woke up was like, you like jazz?
That person chose, like, funky violence. Like, yes.
What app was that?
CoachGuitar.com.
Okay.
Affiliate link in video description.
I prefer Gucci guitar myself, but...
Yeah, but, you can use ours. If you decide to sign up, we get, like, $2 or something. So, again, free trial. Don't even need your credit card to, like, look at all the things, so...
Although Louis Vuitton guitar, not as exciting.
The first, like, sign-up we got, I was like, there's something wrong with their affiliate system, because it said I was going to get €200 for the first sign-up. I was like, I'm just going to quit my job and just start pushing this on everybody I know. Everybody's going to sign up for Coach Guitar. I'm going to make this app a success.
Finally, an MLM worth it.
I know. Where are the MLMs of guitar?
That's a great question.
Apparently it's a
wait a minute. That's there's a very misogynistic joke in there about like this is how we get wives to play guitar, but
ooh, But you made it anyway. You knew you shouldn't, and then you did it,
I did.
Andrew.
No, what would an MLM for guitars even look like? Like just accessories, maybe?
Well, it has to be something that people can buy and then resell.
Yep.
And feel like they have their own business. I think it's like, so there are lots that are products like the shake weight thingy, Shakeology. Those are done in tandem with like workouts. So like you have like your personal coach. So I think it would be something that'd be like like lessons in tandem with buying it. But what would you buy that's like ongoing? Because that's another thing. It's like most of what you buy, for the most part, with a few exceptions, is stuff that you can get on an ongoing basis. Shakeology
Sure.
is foods, essential oils, candles you burn, leggings fall apart. Um, what guitar picks?
Guitar picks,
Strings?
straps, strings, general accessories.
So I think it would have to be accessories based. I think there'd have to be an educational element to it. But part of the Shakeology was that it helps you reach your goal of becoming skinny. Well, I would say
Sure.
healthy, but skinny. Let's be real. So what could, I think it would have to be like you're buying lessons in tandem with. So I think it's like those ads that happen before like YouTube videos. Like, stop learning music theory, learn this instead. I think that's the MLM of the guitar world.
Yep, it could be something like that. But there has to be some sort of like a feel good slacktivism tie-in.
I think that is it though, because you're not learning theory. Because you're someone actually bought one of those courses, and it was basically, instead of calling them like notes, you call them feelings or something dumb like that.
Nice. Very new age.
Yeah, it was very new age, like Christian Gnosticism kind of shit. That one
No,
was for
I'm trying
you.
to think through like because my experience with some of like MLMs, like people I know around me that have done
Oh,
it.
and can we explain what an MLM is for people? Because
MLM is multi-level marketing, uh, which, in let's be honest, it's a pyramid scheme. So it's the hey, do you want? It usually starts off with some sort of a pitch, like someone reaches out and says, "Hey, are you tired of working for a big corporation? Would you like to be your own boss? Would you like to own your own business? Would you like to set your own hours, run it your way, et cetera, et cetera?"
work from home,
And they
yeah.
and so they sell you product at a steep discount that you then turn around and resell to your friends.
Hmm.
Now they get commission all the product.
They call it network marketing now,
Oh, that's new.
because you sell it to your network of friends, generally other. It's like Andrew said, because you set your own hours, because you are your own boss, because you can do it from home. It really appeals to housewives,
Yep.
stay-at-home moms.
Yep.
So they would sell to other stay-at-home moms, but the money's not in selling the product.
The money is in getting your other friends to also sign up, start doing it, and you start getting a slice of the pie for every friend that you get to join. So if you
Yeah.
get 5% of one friend's sales, and if you get 10
And
friends to
part of
sign
their
up,
joining fee
yep.
and their
Uh,
membership fees.
yeah, I mean, depending on the MLM, there's all those different incentives to get your other friends to sign up and start selling to their friends, and therefore creating a pyramid.
Yeah.
And
Something like 99% of them lose money.
yep,
I think I read somewhere that the average like Mary Kay person sells, not nets, grosses $200 in sales a year.
right. I mean, because there's only so much you can sell to your friends, especially if you're getting your friends to also turn around and sell. Your ability to sell just got truncated. But
Yeah.
it's uh, widely documented. It's a often predatory business scheme, which I think
Yeah.
is deeply unfortunate. I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of preying on people like that, but
Yeah,
Uh,
they will do things like you'll see wild things like they'll tell women, "Oh, you can't afford to get the intro package. You should try selling your breast milk." I've literally seen that. They'll prey on people who like weight loss is a big one. They'll try to prey on people for that. Even people who've had like eating disorders or disordered
sure.
eating. It's really weird and gross and um culty.
It can be, yeah. And there's always like if you sell enough, you could own a car, but it's never like you actually own the car. Like the company is just leasing it.
Yeah,
And
they'll pay for the lease payments, but you don't actually own the car. The company still owns the car. So once you go below that threshold again, they take the car right away from you.
right, or if say something terrible about folks during Black Lives Matter protest, which I remember happening back in 2020 for like a Mary Kay salesperson. She did something heinous, and Mary Kay was like, "Yeah, that car's now ours."
Ah,
Stuff
fair.
like, and you're no longer a salesperson, that kind of stuff. But
That
that is
doesn't sound
neither.
like doesn't really sound like being your own boss, but what the fuck do I know?
No, but the reason why I say slacktivism is, slacktivism being I want to help the poor people, but I don't actually want to do anything, and I just want it be incorporated with part of my day to day life, like buying shoes. Look at the Tom's business model. Look, I bought myself shoes, which is something I was going to do anyways, but now I've purchased it for someone poor and needy in a foreign
Yeah.
country that I've never met and will never meet,
Yeah.
who didn't even necessarily ask for it. So there's a handful of MLMs in like the church world that I've been exposed to that have that sort of, oh, like we're sourcing our materials from fair trade, yada yada, to help other people in other countries, kind of thing. And I'm sure it's not necessarily rude or mean and anything like that, but that's just where my
Oh
brain
yeah.
went.
I mean, there are guitar companies that
Yep. Oh, I know exactly where you're going with that. I mean,
I don't know. And we under threat of litigation, we're not going to talk about
under threat
that.
of litigation, yeah, we can't actually talk about that, but generally speaking,
Which is
hypothetically,
weird because it's on their fucking
if
website.
there was a company that was to say, hey, for every guitar pedal that you buy, X amount of dollars goes to, I mean, that's a business model that appeals to people who mean well, but don't
Yeah,
want to
and there are
actually get
ton
involved in the
right.
activism process.
Well, and there are tons of great companies like Caroline Guitar Company. They'll do limited runs and they'll be like, "Hey, a portion of proceeds is going to go to a great cause." That's not their like
Sure.
normal business
Fox
model,
Cairo's done
though.
the same thing.
Yeah,
It's not particularly strange, but there is that
Mhm.
disconnect,
yeah,
which is always interesting to see.
yeah. I think the correct the term that I've seen used for that, just in my very limited because I've done some content marketing for like NGO stuff was like one for
Fox Cairo
one.
needs to become an MLM. That's it.
You'll
That's
get your guitar playing will get better.
it's not even about that. It's just accessorizing. It's expressing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always change out your toppers, which I've had several recurring customers that are like, cool, like I love this for a season, but I want to switch it up now because it's
Season,
affordable
lifetime.
accessory. It's very easy to swap out. But no, I think that's the power move.
Yeah.
I can't actually bring myself to do that, but I think it would be hilarious to try. I think that would be hilarious to try, especially since I've
Do the Lululemon thing where you just like send people whatever and some of it's good, some of it's bad, but they just have to buy it sight unseen. You get what you get. And you
LuLaRoe.
have to sell LuLaRoe, not Lululemon.
Yep,
Lululemon's the real company. LuLaRoe
yep.
is the Lula Rich. That was a bonkers documentary. Oh my god. Did you watch that on Amazon?
Nah,
I did.
I'm sorry.
It has some like Seattle roots.
Oh, really?
Like one of the first big salespeople was in Tacoma.
That's not Seattle.
Oh, Pacific Northwest.
Someone listening to Tacoma just went, ah!
Stop stealing our MLM thunder. Yeah, not Seattle roots. Let's just blame. I think it might have been like Gig Harbor, actually.
Okay. Pacific Northwest, generally speaking.
Someone in Tacoma is still yelling though. Ah, fuck you. All right, 15 minutes in, I've dropped 3 F-bombs.
That's eh. My brain's just now going through the whole like how would I build Foxcaro into an MLM moving forward? Just like transform the business.
This is Andrew's villain origin story.
Villain origin story, but I'm trying to think like
pyramid schemes are illegal, Andrew. MLMs are
but
not.
MLMs are not. And what if there was a way? What if there's a way to build it in a way that doesn't actually hurt people?
There's not. That's the point. That's the point.
I'm gonna redeem this irredeemable business structure.
Are you gonna let it trickle down? You take an MLM and then you combine it with trickle down economics. 2 things that don't work. Demonstrably don't work. All the Reaganites are just... Do we have Reaganites who listen to this podcast?
I mean, maybe. But to them, I would say, don't piss on me and call it trickle-down economics. So,
oh my god. Oh.
just call it what it is. A presidential good time. But
I got a what's new. I'm going to open it.
Oh, do it.
I got my
Suppose
knife.
it a kniffy.
I got a pink bag.
It's pink. Pink is a good sign. Possibly.
Pink is a sign. It's from Demonic Machines, and they always take such care in their boxing. Last time I got a package from them, I was really impressed with the care they put into just the box.
Yep.
It's so nice. And I'm really excited about this one. Because I don't know if you even know who this is, Andrew. Tone is in the signal. Demonic Machines kill fascists.
Nice.
Remember that time I wore this Reverb Kills Fascist shirt during a Reverb demo? And someone left a comment about, like, what did I think? What made me think Donald Trump was a fascist? And I'm like, I didn't even talk about Donald Trump in this video.
But if we wanted to talk about the Tangerine Palpatine, we could, but
I just
neither here nor there.
How did you go there? I didn't. You're the one who went there. And then he deleted the comment.
That is so a year and a half ago.
2 years almost. Oh. Do you even know who this is? Andrew?
I can't see it through the video compression right now.
Oh, do you know who Divine is?
No.
The famous drag queen, Divine?
No, I'm sorry.
I have a Divine chorus. Sorry, I just saw the serial number. Angie and Lucky, thank you so much for sending me serial number 666.
Love it.
The way I just gasped. So it's a Divine chorus. It's based on the CE2. And I am so excited. I'm so excited for this. Yes. All right. But yeah, I'll be playing this later. The other thing I have on my table right now I have both Hawaiian pizzas. My Russian and my American, my normal. I gotta say, I think I like the Russian Hawaiian pizza better.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's hard to explain. Philippe had been asking me, like, which one do you like better? Can you hear a difference? And I was like, I haven't had time to, like, play them both. And now I have. And I'm like, they do sound very different. They have the same, like, energy. But yeah, They sound quite different. I'm glad I have both.
All right. What's different about it? What do you like better?
I don't know. there's almost like a tightness to it, I guess. I don't know. I have to do it more. I didn't have a ton of time on Friday because Rick came downstairs and uh, he was just sitting on the sofa watching me practice guitar, and I didn't. I took that as my cue to like maybe
Go
go
spend
spend some
time.
time.
Yep.
So I did, and yeah. But the little time I did get, I'm like, yeah, this is very different. I don't know, maybe more upper mids or something.
Sure.
I just didn't have enough time to really nail it down.
My memory's blanking super hard, but am I remembering correctly that it's loosely based on a muff?
No.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
It's loosely based on. The font tells me a Dumble. Yep.
All right, all right. I don't think I've got anything new this week aside from just picking up the acoustic. I'm trying to think. I was thinking about. I don't know if I'm going to do it, and if I do it tomorrow, because tomorrow's the holiday, so I've got an extra day, and Melissa's going to be out for the evening. So I was thinking about setting up my table area here with like couple of cameras and doing that Lego build behind me.
Oh yeah, you should, because I don't have anything I'm planning on publishing tomorrow.
So I
You
don't know,
gonna go
like
live and do that?
I could do it live. I could do it probably YouTube live makes the most sense. I could
Mhm.
probably figure that out. Last
Yeah.
time I tried to do a live stream like a year ago, it was a disaster. But I've since updated my PC quite a bit, so I think I'll be all right
Mm-hmm.
if I try to run it. So I was toying with the idea. I'm not sure I'm going to do it yet, but we'll see. Depends on how much cleaning and shopping I can get done today. You do some
Mm-hmm.
grocery shopping. I need to do some work clothes shopping, all that boring stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I have tomorrow off, unfortunately.
I had the option to. There's like my company treats it like there's primary holidays and secondary holidays, and like we get all the primary holidays off, but like I don't remember the exact number. Say there's 10 secondary holidays, we only get to take 7, but it's up to us. Take it as a floating holiday, and I opted to take it.
Nice. Nice. That'd be fun.
So I do not want to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. I have a gig coming up on March 12th. I think that's a Saturday, and tentatively April 3rd. So that's going to be some exciting stuff. March
I
would be
wonder
with Jerf, and then April 3rd would be a tribute band situation.
man, I'm bummed. One of my favorite bands is playing at Showbox Soto next Monday, and I already have plans for that night. And part of me is like, do I
Cancel.
bail on the plans and go see the show, or?
Yes, because
But
I'm
the
assuming
plans
you have.
are also fun. I'm
What
going.
are they?
The current plan is to go to a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society tasting event with my Scottish friend.
Is that how often does that tasting event happen?
Not super often,
How often does the band come to Seattle?
every year or two.
Which happens more often? I would do
Probably
the
the
thing with the.
tasting.
I would
I
maybe
also
tell your
don't think I
friend that
can.
the musicians need the money more.
I also don't think I can get off work early enough for the show.
What time is the show?
Shows at 7, doors open at 6, and I don't get off work till 7.
The doors are at 6. The show is at 7.
Yeah,
Are your friends is the band you like the opener?
no.
So they're at like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I guess if I got down there and
That sounds
maybe.
tight. That seems really early for a wintertime show in Seattle.
Yeah. So like I was gonna try and get out of work early that day anyways, because the event I'm trying to go to is at 7. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Sounds like you're cutting it close. Either way.
Decisions. I'll probably make up my mind this week. I'll probably make up my mind, text my buddy, say I'm going to bail, and then go check for the concert and see the tickets are sold out with
Well,
my
maybe
luck.
you should do that first.
I don't know any of the opener bands either, though. I just want to see the headliner. It's Under Oath.
Oh.
And I'm not super in love with their new album, which is probably what they're going to be playing on. Oh my God, I love that their website's still Under Oath 777.
Why would they change it?
I don't know. I think I forgot that was that was their URL for forever.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm pulling up tickets right now. How much are they? Tickets start at $35 and it's GA. With Spirit Box, Bad Omens, and Stray from the Path. I don't know a single one of those bands.
4-band bill? No. Sorry, go to the tasting. Just go to the tasting. Don't go to a 4-band bill. No. Under Oath won't be on until 10 or 11.
Yep. And
Dude.
11's like my bedtime. Whereas the event I'm going to ends at 9. I can come home, have a chance to chill, and then go to sleep at a regular time. Man, I'm getting old.
No, it's not that you're getting old. It's that 4-band bills suck.
Yeah, the couple of times I've seen them were a 2-band bill and a 3-band bill.
4 bands? I thought we all agreed during the pandemic to not do this to people anymore. Oh my God.
Yeah. I think if I'd liked their new album more, which I've only listened to it once, and maybe I just need to listen to it a couple times to get my head around it, maybe I'd be more inclined.
Yeah.
Does that make me a bad fan?
No.
Although they're playing on the, you know what I really want to go see them for is the cruise. I think we talked about this already, but I really want to go on that cruise, like November. It's the Emo's Not Dead cruise.
Oh yeah, just go to that.
They're one of the bands.
Just do that. Save up.
You save up. It's so expensive, but maybe I could pull it off.
Just make it your vacation for the next year and a half or whatever. You haven't been on vacation, like a real vacation.
Yeah, we'll see.
Spend your money on experiences.
Speaking of ways to spend your money, what's new in the news this week? And what hot takes can I provide on said news?
Well, it's been so for years, someone has mocked up a normal Boss compact size image of like an RE2, the Echo space station, space Echo, space station, space Echo.
Yep.
And apparently it's real now.
Nice.
Did Boss see it? Was like,
what I want to know is, how long has that been in the works? Did they see the screenshot in like 2014 on the gear page or whatever and went, well, maybe that's possible. I don't know how we could get all that in there. And they've just been working on like getting small, like their circuit board smaller and smaller, like as a back burner project until one day someone's like, hey, I think we actually got it. Like had a little bit of extra time to kill on a Friday and finished out the circuit board design. Like, wait a minute, that actually might work.
Yeah. Or was like the original image actually just like
a long-term hype?
Yeah.
A leak?
Because like I didn't believe it. Because I've been looking at
that circulating for so long. Yeah.
I was like, no, April Fools came early.
Yep.
Because someone was selling them on eBay and then they were forced to cancel is what they said. And I was like, oh, someone's just selling something that doesn't exist. It happens. It's pretty normal. They had to cancel.
Yep.
And then the actual announcement comes out. It's on the Boss website. You're like, what? How? I mean, I'm definitely going to get one.
Yeah, that I'd be down for that for sure.
Yeah.
I think my main rig, I'd almost put that at the end of my rig after my, and replace the PN2 on my rig.
Well, then you're going to sell the PN2 back to me.
Maybe. Well, I might just keep it too. I'm not going to sell it to somebody else. Chill.
Okay.
Chill, girl.
It's been nearly 50 years since the inception of the original Roland Space Echo. 50 years this effect has been in the world, and 15 years since the RE20 was released. And now, coming soon, I'm actually wait, this is odd. Have you actually been to the I'm going to ping this to you. To the actual product page?
No, I haven't. I've just been seeing everyone like freaking out about it.
Because it is I swear if this is actually like a long haul April Fool's joke, I wouldn't be fully surprised.
No,
But
people would be
they
so
wouldn't.
pissed.
They'd be so mad. But it is just a it's smart. It's just an email address collection.
Yep.
But they don't sell direct. So I mean, I get why they're collecting your email address because it's still important, but it's it looks so good.
They
But
don't sell direct, but they can say, "Hey, this is what the new thing is. Check out our dealers."
Yeah, no, I know.
And help bump their dealer network.
But the only picture also is this side. It's just this one picture. That's all they have is one picture from the side.
I mean, it's enough for me.
So there's a control. There's an expression / control.
Yep.
Stereo in, stereo out.
It looks like there's the set tempo, select, or hold. Yep.
Flutter and wow. So it looks exactly like the SY1 layout with the each knob is 2 knobs, except for the last one, which is 11 settings to go between. Yep. So definitely wow and flutter, tone and something, and I can't read the last
7
one.
controls then?
Yeah. It includes mode, so 6 controls and then mode.
Not gonna lie, part of me hates double stack pots like that, and the other part of me is like, it's so cool.
I don't mind them. Like on the SY1, it's actually pretty neat. Yeah.
It's a great way to fit. I'd rather, let me put it this way. I would rather have a double stack knob than have a secondary function where I can't see visually where everything is set. That's probably like if Maris could just do double stack pots, I would like Maris pedals significantly more. It's not that I don't like them, but my poor brain can't keep up with that.
Yeah. It's interesting to me that they would do the Space Echo in a compact. I mean, this compact form obviously is like, that's their bread and butter, that sells the most.
Yep.
But they have the 200 series now.
They do. And they still haven't done a reverb for the 200 series, have they?
No, which is weird.
That was one of the things that I thought was strange when they first released. I'm like, where is the reverb?
Maybe they're just literally looking for the reverb when they released that. Like, where the frick is the reverb?
Maybe they
IR200, SY200, DD200, EQ. They did an EQ200. That was the weirder thing to me. I'm like,
yep. Although like
that's cool.
Super neat utility pedal. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. MD and OD. Yeah. Yeah, why didn't they have
I don't know. It'd sell. Guarantee you it would sell very well.
Because I'm really glad they did the SY200. I'm still waiting to get my hands on one of those. It's God, where'd my brain happen? Because the SY2, the only beef I had with it is I couldn't do presets.
Sure.
Yeah, so and then for each sound I would want to then go to, like, if I liked one lead sound, I'd want to change the setting so much on a pad sound and the other parameters. So the SY200 is very smart. I am very excited about it.
I think it makes sense not to do a Space Echo in a 200 series format just because we've been waiting for that compact format for so long.
Yeah.
I think that's that is the textbook definition of giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
Although if you want to look at it cynically, you could just read it. The headline is company puts in 0 effort to giving the customer what they want.
Well, who cares? It's like,
right.
I cannot think of another, like, how they just crowdsourced a pedal. They
Yeah.
fully
And
crowdsourced the
as
pedal,
a Star
and
Wars fan, I have zero issues with being pandered to. So
it is
I'll take it.
pandering. It's fine. It's fine. Who
Yeah.
cares? Who
It
cares
doesn't
if
have
you're
to be a
getting,
bad thing.
as long as you're getting what you want?
I think this is significantly cooler on so many levels than that Tone Bender Fuzz collab that they did. Just gonna toss that out there.
There's so many tone benders.
This is significantly
Yeah.
cooler.
This is significantly harder to do.
Yeah. It's funny. I've actually got the shell of a RE20 sitting above my desk.
Just the shell.
Yeah, just the shell. I bought it from someone does rehousing.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was just the old shell. And the plan was to take it and do mock-ups for Fox Hero, measure it all out for 20 series. And then I haven't prioritized it because I've had almost no requests for toppers for that series.
Yeah.
So,
Someone rehoused an RE20?
Yep.
Okay.
Here you go.
I mean, yeah, do what you want. I get it. But, like,
I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Aside from what I initially bought it for.
yeah.
I'll figure it out someday.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wonder if I could do something fun with just the empty shell here. Send it to somebody to build a surprise pedal inside of it.
Empty shell.
Yeah. It's a neat casing. Forgot I had this until we started talking about it. All right, what else is new this week?
Fender's Ensenada factory got hit by fire.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not good. That is the factory that makes all of their. It was just one of the warehouses. Apparently, no word on the damage, but that factory creates all of their mid-price made in Mexico guitars, and including the acoustic player Telecaster.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No.
Cue all the boomers saying, back in my day, I could buy a made in Mexico for $300 brand new.
Yeah, but $300 back then was like $900 now.
Sure. Think
not quite. I know it's not quite. God. Sorry. I'm just like, I have to anticipate, dude. I am on TikTok now, and now I know that if I say just like the smallest thing.
That just sounds exhausting. And to all the nitpickers, I say,
I made a joke about scurvy. There was some guy on an oil rig, and he wanted to show how dark the oil rig was at night, so he threw an orange off the pier of the oil rig. And
social media comments just scream to me like people don't understand that picking your battles is important.
I made a joke like, don't you need the oranges for like the scurvy? And for some reason that video kind of blew up a little bit. And a couple people were like, isn't that limes? I'm like, what the fuck? What do you think is in the limes that prevents scurvy? It's vitamin C. It's vitamin C. And then some other guy, I responded to one of those comments, and the guy I responded to and I actually we were fine. We were just joking around. But one of the guys was like, "You're really condescending." Every time I do a reply to a comment, someone calls me like condescending because I'm like laughing as I'm like replying because I'm having fun. There's always going to be someone who says like, if you're laughing while you're correcting someone, you're being condescending.
Right.
Or if you're laughing while you're talking to someone, you're being condescending. I'm like, I don't care what you think.
I mean, like the corporate equivalent feels like holding someone being like complaining about being micromanaged when they're really just being held accountable for not doing their job.
Yeah.
I mean,
but man,
it's I'm not the problem. They must be the problem.
Yeah, but yeah, so I learned a lot about scurvy this week just because I made a joke about it. Well, yes, you can indeed use oranges to stave off scurvy. Apparently, the British were called limeys, but only because even though limes have less vitamin C, which I didn't realize they had that much less vitamin C, they were used because they were cheaper. So the Brits just got a really good deal on limes, so that's why they gave them to their sailors, even though they weren't as good at staving off scurvy. And also, they
Well,
didn't rot as quickly as oranges.
yeah.
And I just made a joke about throwing an orange off a pier. Everyone was making jokes about this video. Oh my god.
How dare you exist in this world? Apologize for it now.
I never asked to be born. Nobody asks to be born.
All right, what else we got in the news this week?
Are we done with the fire?
I mean, I'm not sure what else there is to say about it. Like,
yeah.
do we want to spin up like a wild conspiracy theory about how like the CEO of Epiphone is like, no, if we can't beat him in the marketplace, beat him in the warehouse.
TC Electronic launches the Impulse IR Loader, a compact cab sim pedal.
Compact, all right. So just mono.
99. It can load up to 99 digital responses, but yes, it's mono. Okay. It has a similar form factor to the Ditto Plus with a foot switch, screen, volume parameter control, and 2 left-right selector buttons.
Interesting.
It comes with a few IRs and supports files of up to 200 ms. Blah, 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 blah. 119 pounds. Oh, I'm reading this on guitar.com.
So only 200 milliseconds on that, though? Okay. Well,
yeah.
But I mean, that sounds like a budget option, anyways.
Yeah. I mean, how much is the Cabzeus mono?
200?
TC Electronic.
But Cabzeus is GFIO, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get a price, and
so
$129, and then Cabzeus mono, which has more parameters.
Yep.
Like you can control things. $199. I think I would just spend the extra money.
Yep. TC is a brand that was cool about 5 years ago, and I've just lost entire interest in.
Are they owned by Music Zoo? Or is that...
They're owned by Behringer.
That's Music Zoo, right?
Blanking off the top of my head. Behringer's like parent company is, I forget the name of. Music Zoo might be it.
Okay.
But it's just like the greater umbrella for all things that Uli does. Imagine just like owning a city in China. That's just wild.
Brian May says, I'm just reading headlines from guitar.com. Brian May says, kids today don't know the Beatles as much as they ought to. That's a direct quote. Hopes for a Bohemian Rhapsody style biopic. No. Bad, Brian May. Bad.
But why?
Because
are you trying to erase history?
No, Bohemian Rhapsody is a biopic trying to erase history because that is not a historically accurate biopic. That movie lied about stuff for no fucking reason. Why did you lie about things that were like good story to make them like boring? like why did you take things that were like fine and then lie about them to try to make the story more interesting? But it just you instead relied on like old rock and roll stereotypes, like, oh, Queen actually recorded their first album because someone needed to test equipment in a studio. That's actually way cooler than selling the van to pay for studio space, because that's a boring ass rock and roll trope. Oh my god.
Look,
Freddie Mercury
I'm just
was
saying,
actually roommates with like the guys in the band. That's more interesting than like walked up than just like making shit up. Why would you do that? I don't want another biopic that just lies for no reason. If I want a biopic to be like fanciful and lie and make me wonder what's true, I want it to be like Rocket Man, and like actually fun. Not make me sad and lie to me at the same time, but for no reason.
Look,
Screw
I'm just
you.
saying, like, I would
Brian
watch
May.
a Beatles biopic if it was as historically accurate as Almost Famous. I mean, there's still entertainment value to be had.
Almost Famous is one of the greatest movies ever made.
It really is.
Oh my god. That's a movie I could probably like quote front
That's a
to
movie
back.
that, like,
Don't do drugs. Francis is like amazing in that. Your mom freaked me out, man.
no, that movie's great. It's one of those, like, I almost wish it was real kind of quality of
I mean,
storytelling.
it's based on real stuff. Cameron Crowe's real, like, experiences as
Right.
lying about his age to write for Rolling Stone.
That couldn't ever happen today.
Yeah, well, now we check.
Check ID, which I suppose is probably a good thing.
Well, he'd only ever talked to them on the phone. If you remember, he never actually he didn't meet them in person until the end of the movie.
Right.
He had just sent them writing and they were like, "Oh, this is great."
Yep.
So actually, I guess it kind of could, but now they would ask for like a W-9 in advance.
Right.
Yeah. Like before I start writing for people, they're like, "I need a W-9." Like they just won't start. They won't start.
Now I'm trying to think, like, the headline, like, alternate headline is rock and roll band ironically supports child labor.
Oh my god, they would be in so much legal trouble. That's
Oh yeah.
oh my god. Oh my god. Like
Oh yeah.
endangerment of a minor?
Endangerment of a minor.
Multiple minors.
Statutory.
So much statutory R word.
Yep. Yeah, no, I mean
it's a great movie. Russell is a bad guy. Like
Yep.
the worst. That like what a terrible human. It's like I think growing up is realizing that Russell is
not the good guy.
Absolutely an irredeemable bad guy. Yeah.
Yep.
In real life, a little bit too. I like him in the
Well,
morning show.
best of luck to whoever's now being tasked at whatever studio to try and acquire the rights for a Beatles biopic. Good luck to them. And
I much prefer the version of them from Walk Hard.
honestly, I don't care about the Beatles that much.
I don't like the Beatles very much.
I'm glad that Brian May likes them. But I mean,
obviously he likes them. He grew up listening to them. It's fine for music to evolve. It's fine for us.
It's fine to admit that music was like felt timeless at the time, but doesn't necessarily resonate for infinite generations.
There are Beatles songs that will always be timeless. I do believe that. I think everyone's going to learn Blackbird on guitar forever.
I've refused to learn Blackbird on guitar on principle.
There's no principle to not learning Blackbird on guitar, dude.
The principle is that everybody learns it, and it's annoying.
The only principle that you have there is you are missing out on a learning experience in finger picking and learning the fretboard. That's the only principle. That's a great song for people to learn to gain comfort moving up and down the fretboard while finger picking. It's a great exercise. I don't know why you wouldn't learn it. Just because you don't like it.
Starting to sound like Brian May there.
Dude.
Just throwing out random ad hominem attacks now.
You're starting to sound like Brian May.
I'm starting to sound like the TikTok comments.
I would love to sound like Brian May. That guy's got like doctorates. He's very smart and rich.
He is.
And has #1 hits. Thank you for the compliment.
All right. Well, this podcast is now devolving into TikTok comment banter.
Is it? But
it is.
But we were complimenting each other. Oh, Premier Guitar's Instagram got hacked. Is it still hacked?
Yeah.
Instagram. It is?
Have they recovered it yet, or is it still an ongoing like hostage situation for the handle?
Premier Guitar. If I type in Premier Guitar, ooh, they don't have it back yet. If I type in Instagram.com/Premier Guitar, it says PG team is informed about the hack. I am holding onto this name so they can get the Insta handle back for free ASAP. In the meantime, enjoy some Lego smiley face.
which really means stop sending me hate mail because I'm probably holding the account hostage until I get paid.
I don't know about that. I think the other guy is someone else hacked it and is probably trying to get paid to like release it back to them, and this person is just making sure someone isn't actually
stealing the handle,
squatting.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
Do you think I still know how to play Blackbird on guitar?
Chances are decent.
Not bad.
That's not bad for pulling out of the depths of memory.
Muscle memories forever.
Well, best of luck to Premier Guitar for getting their Instagram handle back.
Yeah, that's
and I mean I'm going to steal one of your comments that you made on I think Tomob, but for everyone that's saying they should have enabled two-factor authentication, to that I say Instagram has not done a good job on making any of that really accessible for larger handles that require multiple social media management members to have access to.
Yeah, they really force you to use something like LastPass or something like that, which is hard and stupid. Two-factor authentication is an enormous pain in the ass. It just doesn't really work when you have something that's done. Like if it's one or two people, even if it's like two or three people, even it's like, okay, text Marty and be like, what's the code? Did you just get the code? I'm going to send you a code because I need to log in. Like, that's fine. But when it's a team and a company, it doesn't make sense, y'all. It doesn't make sense. And everyone really should be going through, like, you can go through Business Manager to do a lot of that stuff, Facebook Business Manager, and they should. But there's really no reason they shouldn't have been doing that. But it's just, it is a lot easier to just log in. This is someone who has managed like social media accounts before.
Right.
It's a lot easier to just log in.
It is a compelling reason to say this is the value of having a dedicated social media manager on staff for brand of medium size and up, or even smallish to medium-ish size and up. That's a full-time gig that has a lot of brand value.
Yeah.
Security being one of them.
Security is one of them.
Security, asset management. I mean,
at the same time, it's impossible to take a vacation or like a night off when it's just one person. It's a job I don't envy. It's a job I never want to have again. And, when I was in college, I was like, I would love to manage social media. That seems like I'm pretty good at it. I think that'd be a cool job to have. And then I got a job in it and I was like, this is the worst. This is awful.
Yep. I wouldn't want to do it. I already don't love doing it for even just personal use at this point. So
yeah, things have changed a lot. I think that as you get older, you get like tired of it. Generally speaking, like I enjoy it. I really do. Now that I can, for my own stuff or get offset, like I can clap back at people when I want, man. I can tell them like, you're allowed to keep thoughts in your head, right? Like
right.
I can, when I was doing it for like racetracks and stuff,
you can't say that.
I couldn't say anything. I had to just be nice, but which unfortunately that was before the shift of people being like, this shouldn't just be a customer service voice. This should be like, people now are like, social media can be snarky and probably should be. Like, I think
Oh,
people.
Wendy's has been great for that.
I think the LA Kings kind of started it for sports. And I know people don't like the LA Kings, but they were really the first ones who were laying the snark, and that was kind of directed at other sports teams, not fans.
Sure.
But like, I'm sorry, like, you gotta be allowed to match energy.
Right.
That's how I feel. Like, someone's being nice to you, always be nice back at them. If someone is coming at you, like, when I was doing X Games Austin, I remember we blocked somebody because he was being really abusive, and
Yep.
he just got his friends to like come in and just like a wave of attacks.
Sure.
And I mean, that was obviously a very long time ago, but it sucked, man. That was hard.
Yep.
That was a really hard weekend. And all we were doing was like our job and what we were told and what we were allowed to do.
I mean, in general, I'm a big fan of customer facing jobs having the option to match energy and or just be like, okay, cool. If that's the way you're going to play it, then you're out. I know that we just served your meal, but you can't treat our servers that way. Get out of the restaurant.
Yeah,
or, I want to talk to the manager. I'm like, but why? You're being rude. Get out.
Yeah. Well, who do you think trained me is kind of the thing for like,
right.
You want to talk to the manager? Okay. Who do you think trained me to give you the answer I'm giving you now?
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, to like Guitar Center's credit, with my experience in retails, we did kick people out of the store. It wasn't super common, but we did.
Yeah.
So I just wish I wish the threshold was a little high, a little lower for what it took to get kicked out. People should be held accountable for their actions.
For the theme park, if they laid their hands on one of us, that was pretty much
instant ban.
Yeah, but that was like the only thing. They could cuss at us, and we would just say, okay, once you start cussing at us, we're not allowed to talk to you anymore. But like, to actually get security involved, they had to touch us.
Get physical.
They had to touch us. And you don't want to have it to get to that point.
No, not at all. No. That shouldn't. Yeah, at that point, it's gone too far.
Yeah,
and that's not protecting your employees.
But all I know is the best thing Facebook ever did was hide comments, like the shadow banning thing, like where this person thinks they're still talking, they think they're still doing something. Bless their heart, they can still see their comments. Their friends can still see their comments. No one else can.
Yep, that's a really helpful feature for sure.
TikTok needs that like so hard, because I would do that a lot.
Well, I think I'm out of reactionary hot takes.
I'm out of coffee.
I'm also out of coffee. I need more coffee.
All right. Well, everybody
making coffee. Who wants coffee?
Well, we have Patreon at patreon.com/getoffset. We my camera stopped.
Look at that.
How about it? Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Great. Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily.
And my name is Andrew.
What a handsome woman I am.
that's the thumbnail.
All right.